Oh. So get rid of them. Keep a couple for your cleaning, for your stain removal. When you spot something, keep one in your cleaning drawer and get rid of the rest. You don't need that many toothbrushes. How about hair products and toiletries and lotions? A lot of times we have a lot of those in our cupboard, and you use up half a bottle of lotion, and then you go buy another bottle of lotion, and then you use a little bit of that, and then you buy another bottle of lotion, and you've got like 10 bottles of lotion underneath your sink. Mix them all together and put them in one container and get rid of those other 9 bottles. And same goes with shampoo and all those other things that you have underneath your sink. Now, a lot of times you buy products and you say, you know what, I don't like this, and you just stick it underneath your cabinet underneath your sink, and you wonder, I don't have any space. Well, it's all that stuff you've got underneath there that you're not using. So I buy all my shampoos in bulk form, and it helps out that dilemma of not buying so many bottles of the same thing. And what I do is I pour this into a container that I really like using in my shower, and that way I have a lot of it on hand. So that helps that dilemma. And you can buy better shampoo this way. When you go to a beauty supply shop, you can buy more expensive, nicer shampoo in bulk form, and it's the same cost as if you bought that cheap and nasty stuff at the grocery store. So go through those this week and condense them down. Go through your perfume as well. Perfume, I called up Nordstrom's last year and I said, tell me, how long does perfume last? And they said, really, about 1 year. Well, I know my perfume lasts a lot longer than that, but you know what? What she did tell me, they said, really, I said, realistically, tell me, how long does it really, really, really last? All cells aside. And she says 1 to 3 years. Now, it will start going off depending if your perfume has been out in the light. Light will start making perfume go off. And so if you want to keep your perfume and have it last longer, you want to keep it in a darker place. A lot of times we put everything out, and so we see it and all that. But if you want it to last longer, put it in some place, into the cupboard. Now, Sterilite containers are what I use for all my different products that I use in my bathroom. And I just love bringing when I set up my thing tonight here, I had these guys in here, and I thought, oh, brother, here's my tampons. And, I take all that stuff out, and I put all these in Sterilite containers, because I can't stand boxes, and I like everything really streamlined. Take everything out, Q-tips, put it in a Sterilite container. Soaps, have it on hand. Cotton balls, makeup in a Sterilite container. And so I put those all there, and so when I'm looking at that, I think, oh yeah, I'm getting a little bit low on that, so I know that I just need to go buy some more. So I'm never going to run out. I'm always thinking of ahead what I need. Hair clips and bows are another good, for Sterilite containers. Or a thing of nail polish. How about more toothbrushes and toothpaste extra, so you have it on hand? How about a Sterilite container of deodorant for your husband so he doesn't run out? And so you're always thinking ahead. Yeah, you really got to make sure about that, So you want to think about, stocking up your bathroom so you're not running out. Instead of buying one at a time, buy 4 or 5, and you just stock up. And then when it starts getting low, you just replenish it. How about toilet paper? Well, this is part of my Y2K stash. Yeah, I was one of those. I bought toilet paper. I have toilet paper coming out of my ears. And I have just thought, you know what, I should just go TP somebody's house really good. But this is good toilet paper. It's from Costco. It's Kirkland. It's all double ply toilet paper. It's really, I like it because it's individually wrapped. It's good, doesn't cost as much as if you would buy the other stuff, and it's better quality. So I need to give this stuff away, so go for it. Wizard white bouquet scent for your bathroom. I don't really like to, I always recommended this before, but lately I've been really thinking about going to a more natural method of making my home smell good. So I'm checking in some different oils with a diffuser, a natural method, but if you want to make your bathroom smell better because of the smells that are normally in there, this is a good little thing that plugs in and it heats up this oil and it kind of gives this little soft fragrance in there. And it's Wizard, and this one is Lavender Fields, or White Bouquet is another good scent. Now some people buy these and they put them in their kids' rooms or their bedrooms. It's too strong for that. You really, if you're going to do this method, you want one for your living room and one for your bathroom, and that's about it, because these guys really can scent up a house really well. If you have a separate water heater in your bathroom for your kids, say you have a separate bathroom for your kids, and you have a separate water heater for that, you may want to consider to bring that water heater down to 140 degrees. That's what's a safe degree for your kids. A lot of times kids turn on the hot water by accident and they scald themselves. And so child safety says if you turn it to 140, they will not scald themselves. But if you are using that water tank for you and your husband, you may not want to do that because your hot water will be gone like that. But if it's for kids, that's a good thing to think about. Kids in their bathtubs. These are great. You know when you go over to people's house that have kids and you look in their bathtub and they have like 20 million toys in the bathtub? And of course, and then they have a couple washcloths laying there and they're totally soured and stink, you know. And these are great. These little mesh scrubby things kids love, and they dry out instantly. And they just put a whole bunch of soap on it and they lather down, and it's fun for them and it's fun for your family. I mean, it's a great way of getting away from using washcloths if you want to, and it kind of really scours your body down. And these, not this bug, but this, let's see what my kids play with. Ken goes, "You're taking my bug to class." These mesh wire baskets are great. They come in different sizes, and you just put this on your faucet there on your bathtub and put the toys in here, and they all dry out. And it's something that realistically you can expect from your 2-year-old, 3-year-old to say, "Can you put all your toys in the basket at the end of your bathtub? This is what I would like you to do." And you're training them to be responsible and making them feel a sense of accomplishment that they did that for you. So those are great. Candles in bathrooms. I don't know if you've ever gone to someone's house and they have this really nice candle at the back of their toilet. Well, when I have sat down, I have almost lost my whole head of hair many times. And you don't think about it, because you with short hair don't think about it. And you need to be, you know what I'm saying? I know. It's like almost instantly gone. And so be careful about that. If you are having guests over, perhaps you want to put that candle on your counter, not on the back of your toilet. So, toilet brushes. You know the cute ones that you have with all those little decorative pieces, and that you're trying to make a decorative statement with them that sits by your toilet? Go ahead and put those away underneath your counter. It doesn't add to the moment of sitting there. What I'm trying to say is because of that smell from those toilet brushes, and you don't think about it. They don't help your decor in any way. I don't care how many flowers are on those containers. So go ahead and put them in your cupboard and let other things make a decorative statement in your bathroom. Lighting in bathrooms. Halogen light bulbs are perfect for bathrooms. Halogen is that clear white light bulb. It helps you to put your makeup on better because you can really see what you look like when you're putting it on. And it just illuminates the bathroom to a clear white light. Contact paper. This might be a good time for you to redo the contact paper in your drawers if you're one to use contact paper. Instead of trying to scrub those blobs of goobers and toothpaste off, save yourself some time, rip up that contact paper, and put some new contact paper down in your drawers. Under your sink, if you need more space underneath your cupboard, perhaps you might want to put another shelf underneath your sink. Sometimes they're quite deep, and you might want to make a space there to put another shelf. Or perhaps you don't want to put a full shelf in there. You can maybe put a half shelf, because might have some taller things in there that you may want, like your toilet brush now and your trash can. And you might want to put your trash can underneath your sink. There's nothing worse when you're sitting there and I don't know about you, but I sit there and look around me and I look in the trash can, and you just might as well just put it away. It's not something that, I don't know. I'm so visual, it's terrible, so I'm always looking at everything. I won't do that if I come to your house, I promise. It's just at my house I think about these things. That's what you say. I don't. I really don't. How come they don't believe me? Also, you might want to put a bucket of cleaning supplies underneath your sink in your bathroom. This will help you to be able to clean your bathroom real quickly. You're not having to run around trying to find that cleaning product, or it won't make you procrastinate it, that cleaning that bathroom real quick. So keep a bucket underneath your sink or a Sterilite container and have some product in it so that you can, company's coming or they're at the front door and they're there, and you just have everything right there and you can just scrub everything down real quick and it's there. So in your bucket, you have your paper towels, a squeegee. A squeegee is for your shower door or glass. If you have any glass in your bathroom as a shower door, these are great for keeping all those water spots off of your shower door. I had a friend, I went over to her house, I said, "Man, your shower door is so clean." She goes, "I use a squeegee, Sydney." She goes, "I just squeegee it down afterwards," and everyone knows in the family to do that. It's great exercise, 4 or 5 times down, and you just, your husband's like, "Oh, I got to do this." You go, "Yeah, it's good for your knees." And this is good. So I just keep one of these in my shower. If you cannot get those water spots off, 4-aught steel wool will clean the water spots off. You know how you're always using all this product trying to get those water spots off? Now 4-aught steel wool will not scratch your glass on your shower door or your windows for that matter. Don't get 3-aught, get 40 steel wool to do that. And so if you have cleaning product, use this instead of a washcloth, and it brings all those spots off. You usually have to bit these afterwards if they get wet because they go rusty on you, but they don't cost that much. I also use At Ease, which is a product from Shackley, and it is the best. I love this. This is the paste. It also comes in liquid form. I personally like the paste better. I use this for cleaning. This is what I use instead of any dry compound powders. I use this instead. And this is to clean out sinks or your bathtubs or whatever. You can get this by looking up in the yellow pages under vitamins for Shackley Rep. It's not sold in stores, and you just call up your rep and they can send it to your house. Then I also have a Windows, your Windex or whatever you're going to use, a disinfectant in my bathroom, and that's all you need. Now, for those of you who have marble in your bathroom or granite, this product is wonderful. HMK P24. It's a liquid stone soap, and it's a no-rinse product, and you get this at any of your marble supply shops, and it's really, really good. Also in your container, you're going to want some washcloths. Remember we talked about these cheap and nasty ones that you get at any store? They're like, $3 for these. They really don't recommend you using rags like old clothes or any of that. When you look at cleaning experts, what they say for you to use is 100% cotton rags. And so these don't cost very much. That way all my rags match. I don't know why, but it just is easier. They all look halfway decent. If they get too bad, you just get rid of them. Okay, how about toilet bags for men? And and your cosmetic bag for you. This is just a couple more ideas regarding the bathroom. Anytime I go into a client's home, I always ask them, pull out your cosmetic bag, the one in your overnight case, and your husband's toiletry bag, and let's stock it up well. And we'll have deodorant, shampoos, conditioners, toothbrush, toothpaste, everything is in there for him and you. So if my husband says, Sydney, let's go somewhere, man, I am ready in a half an hour. That bag is packed, and it's just so nice, because you know when you're trying to go get ready, it takes you like 3 hours to get your cosmetic bag together, making sure that everything is in there. I don't know about you, but it does me. And so I just have that all together all the time. And you know, if Mark wants to go play racquetball, that thing is already together. And it blesses him that I keep that well stocked for him. He doesn't have to worry that he doesn't have his razor in there or whatever. And that way, when I go on a trip, I know that everything is in there and I'm not forgetting anything. Also, if you need more space in your shower, a shower caddy is really nice to add more space. You just hook it on your shower and you just put your shampoos on this, and if you needed a soap, they have all different shapes and sizes of these. They also have them in white, and this can give you more space in your shower. You know, when you're always bending over and then the shower, the bottle's like going down the, bathtub, this helps. You just put it up here. Also, they have a product out, and I need to get one. It's a container that it's like a little box, and it has all these little compartments in it, and you can put different shampoos or conditioners in it, and you just push the button, and it comes right out. And those adhere to the side of your shower, and they're really nice. They, because so many times you go into someone's shower, and they have like 10 bottles of stuff product in there, and so that eliminates all that kind of stuff. The last thing that I always recommend for clients to put in their bathrooms is a telephone. Men love it. They sit there and they're on the phone and they're taking care of business 2 different ways, and they are just feeling like a real sense of accomplishment. And so, if you want to bless your husband as a Christmas gift or his birthday's coming up, put a telephone in the bathroom and let him be blessed. I know my dad has one in his bathroom, and I say, Dad, you're sitting on the toilet. He goes, how do you know? I said, because it's echoing in there. But, I promise you, if you call me, I will not be sitting on the toilet. Oh, dear. Let's go on. Okay, how about laundry? The scrub ladies' room, the laundry room. Your major to-do room. Again, this room needs to be thought out well and well organized, as efficient as possible, because you're probably going to be adding a lot more things in there now that you're taking all those to-do things out of your bedroom and everywhere else, and you're going to make it your laundry room most likely, and this is your to-do room that you're going to be doing most of your stuff in. So you want to really streamline this well. You want to clean out everything out of the cupboards first, making sure that all those things that you use, deciding what are keepers and what are biffers. Only that which relates to your laundry room, once again, goes in your laundry room. If possible, you want to pull out your machines this week and get everything cleaned out behind them. That way you're going to find all those unmatched socks that you've been looking for a couple years. They're probably behind there. And you will find probably all kinds of treasures back there. So if you can, clean out behind them. Make sure that your dryer vent is not leaking in any way. You can get one of these. You buy these at Nordstrom's for about $20. Yeah, right. It's a wire hanger, and you just open it up. This is the only wire hanger in my whole house, and you just go back behind there if you can't move your washer, and you just retrieve everything with this hook. And that, you could get all those things that you can't get. This works well. You want to also scrub your machines down well. A lot of times you could have brand new wash machines and they are dirty. You open the lid and all that stuff that splatters up on them. Clean them down, scrub them well, get them all clean so you're happy with them. Make sure that your light bulb in your dryer is working. If it's not, they cost $2, the appliance light bulbs. Replace that so now you can see what's really in there. Clean out the lint and clear off the top of those machines. You want to keep the top of your machines virtually cleared off all the time, because this is going to be your folding area. A lot of times we bring all those laundry things that we need to fold into our bedrooms, and because why? Because we don't have a spot on top of our wash machines to fold. And so we need to keep this cleared off, because you don't want your bedroom to become the to-do pile. You don't want to wake up in the morning and think, oh man, I got to fold laundry. You want to just keep it in that to-do room, so when you go in there, you know that's the room you have to tackle. If you need more space, perhaps you might want to put some shelves up in your laundry room. If you're going to use those shelves for your hampers, then you want to go wider shelves. If not, and you're just going to use it for product, then you're going to just go a standard shelf. If you need more cabinets, call up your local cabinet shop and say, hey, are you going to be pulling out, replacing anybody's kitchen cabinets this week? Well, sure we are, because they're always doing that. Well, what are you going to do with the old cabinets? Well, half the time they give them away, depending on the cabinet shop. And you can say, you know what, if you have one about this size, could you call me up and could I have it? And they'll say, sure. They usually give them away to you, and then you could just put them and mount them up behind your washer and dryer, so you can have another cabinet space, and then just paint it the color that you want. So, and you could do that for your garages as well. If you don't have enough cabinet space in your garage and you want some cabinets in there, call up your local cabinet shop and see if they'll give you some of those used ones that they're tearing out of someone else's home. And maybe they might just charge you a little bit for them, but they usually don't charge you very much at all. Wash down your walls in your laundry room, because a lot of times we have lots of lint on our walls. Clean your windows. A lot of times we don't even want to clean our windows in the laundry room, and it will make a difference in there. Again, I use halogen light bulbs in my laundry room. I use the halogen lighting in my kitchen, my laundry room, and my bathrooms, because I want that clear white light. You know, when you're spotting clothes and they have stains, I want to be able to really see what I'm doing in there. So that's why I use that kind of light bulb. Consider painting your laundry room if you need to make it a happier place for you. Put some curtains up. You know, you might want to put some happy pictures in there and decorate it so it's a happy place for you to come into, because a lot of times it has all our leftovers, and it's, you know, so make it, decorate it so that you think, wow, this looks good in here. I don't mind being in here. Drying racks. A lot of times we think of drying racks as those wood ones that you fold out that take up a lot of space. I personally use a chrome commercial laundry bar in my laundry room. Now I have 2 bars that are 8 foot long, one's that really up high and one's kind of low, because I hang up most of my clothes in my laundry room to dry. And I want a really sturdy bar. Now this is a really small version of it, but you would have these kind of bars that mount up, and then this thing hooks in, and then you'd have 2 of these on either side, and these are really sturdy. You can get these at Display House in Spokane, and they're great. Every house I've ever done, we put one of these up in their laundry room, and the women absolutely love it. So consider that. Laundry baskets. Oh, wait a second. About if you don't want to do a chrome bar like that, just get a wood bar that you would put in your closet. Get those little plastic ends and mount one clear across up high so that you have a place to dry things. You know, a lot of times we hang our nylons and all those kind of things all over the house or whatever, you know, and this way you have a place to hang it, and it works out good. And I also use these plastic hangers on that to dry my clothes on. So, and this as well, we get at Display House. I've heard many good reports. I've had women come back to me a lot and say, you know what, I am so thrilled that I spent the money and bought good hangers. I didn't think that they would make that much difference, but they really have. So put them on your Christmas list. If your laundry baskets are getting a little bit shabby, go ahead and replace those. They don't cost very much. And There's lots of different kinds out there. There's wicker, there's the plastic kind, there's the metal chrome ones with the canvas inserts. Laundry baskets can look cool if you're trying to make a statement in there a little bit and make it more pleasing for you. One way of training kids to use the laundry baskets is to have a white one for white clothes, a colored basket for your colored clothes, and a dark basket of color for your dark clothes. And so you're training your children where to put it. Now, if you can't find those basket colors, then just put a big, sticker or something with those colors on it. So you're training them, okay, this is the system. So it helps you out. Instead of them just throwing it in there, you're thinking, okay, I'm going to train my children to make my life a little bit easier. You might want to have a container, like a Sterilite container of the 15 quart in there for all your unmatched socks that you cannot find. And that way, whenever you can't find that matched sock, you just put it there, and then when you're doing your laundry, you think, okay, you look up there and you see, oh, there it is. And it just makes it easier for you. Now, if you by now, after we have been sorting and biffing through our whole house, by now you should have found all those unmatched socks that you would find. So, this week, if you cannot, after looking behind your wash machine and you can't find any more of those socks, it is time to biff that huge thing of unmatched socks. Just get rid of it and start over. Now, we talked about socks. I want to encourage you, if make it easier for you, you buy all the same kinds of socks. And if you have one little boy, two little boys, you buy one all white socks, the same kind, and you get rid of all rest of his other socks, and you start over, and they're all the same kind. And then this little boy, you buy another kind of sock, maybe with a little stripe on it, and it's all the same kind. So when you're folding, you're just putting them all together. You're not trying to figure out where that other matched sock is, and it makes it easier. You also want to keep in your laundry room a container. Perhaps you want to make a 6-quart size, a little sewing basket in your laundry room so that you can, when you pull something out and that button's off, you can just instantly mend it. And so it doesn't become in your to-do pile. You just make yourself take that one little second there and just mend it. So you have a little sewing basket in your laundry room. Scissors, needles, and the basic threads for all those quick repairs. Again, in our laundry rooms, this is usually where all our mending is. So this week, if you have not gone through all your mending and thought it out, thinking, okay, do I like this? At least 70% worth. Have I used it in the last year? Most likely not. It's been sitting there for 2 or 3 years, and you might as well go ahead and go through your mending pile and get rid of it, and now you don't have it to do. And if the things that you really want to take care of, put them in your to-do box so that you really will get to it. Items for your laundry room. It's really good to have a stain removal chart in your laundry room. That way, when you're looking at different things, you can think, oh yeah, you look right down at it. Post one in the inside of your cupboard. Now, I really recommend this book. It's called Home Comforts, The Art and Science of Keeping a House. It's by Cheryl Mendelson. She's fantastic. It's like a huge encyclopedia. And in here has stain removal charts, everything that you possibly would need to know, how to fold clothes, how to disinfect your refrigerator, all kinds of household things that we deal with. It is a great book and a great resource. How about different things that you could have in your laundry room? A lint remover. These it has tape. You just take the tape off. You could get these at Costco, 6 of them for like $6. And you just pull the tape off, and they're great. They're the best way to get all that stuff off your black clothes. Also, I have in my laundry room a fuzz and pill remover. You know how your sweaters have all those little pills all over them? Even if they're sometimes brand new and you don't like them, they look used. These are a great way to take all those little fuzz balls off and get those cleaned off to where your sweaters look brand new again. And you know what? Usually you find these at thrift stores because I don't know why, I'm always finding these brand new at the thrift store, but I think Target carries them. and they're really nice to have. Full salt degreaser is another thing that I have in my my laundry room, and this is another product that I cannot highly recommend enough. It's by Fuller Brush Company. It's an all-purpose degreaser. I use this for all my stain removal and for all my clothing. I try not to buy lots of different products for different things. I try to pare it down to the real basics, and this is real concentrated. And I just take another little container, plastic, with a pointed tip on it, and I could just spot those clothes really easily, and this works out great. Now, the phone number on this is 1-800-522-0024. They are also an independent company like Shackley, and you cannot buy that at a store, but you can call them and they can mail that to you. In my laundry room, I also take all my laundry soap and I put it in one of these. I'm so visual, I can't stand containers. And so I dump it all into this, get a metal cup, the exact size that I use all the time, so I'm evenly adding my detergent out correctly to my laundry, and I just put my laundry soap in here, and that way I just keep it sealed, because a lot of times you have that box, everything is going everywhere, and it just makes it nice. In my laundry room as well, I have a container for vacuum bags, vacuum belts, keeping them on hand, extra light bulbs, pet supplies, a drawer for tools or extension cords. As women, we need our own, screwdrivers and pliers and all those things, and you're going out in the garage trying to find it, and your husband has it everywhere if he's not organized, and he can't find it. So I have my own little drawer that I have, my own tape measure and all those things, so that if I want to hammer a nail into a wall, it's all there, and it makes it easy. You also want to put in your laundry room, your broom, your mop, all that kind of stuff can go in there, your dustpan. You also want to put in there a trash can. Some of this is real common sense to a lot of us, but some of us didn't have moms to train us, and so we kind of going over a lot of these things. Also, if you're a person that uses bleach, just a helpful hint, dishwashing soap like Cascade is a really good bleaching agent for doing clothes. And you just add a half of a cup per load instead of using bleach, and you use your soap powder and you use a half a cup of Cascade, and you just pour it in there and you get it dissolved, and then you use that as a cleaning agent, and it will get your whites really white, and then you're not frustrated with all that bleach that is on your wash machine and you accidentally get it on those other items of clothes, which is always so frustrating. Also, if you have a house that's 2 stories, how you're always trying to get the laundry down into the basement if your laundry's down there. Consider putting a laundry chute in. And a lot of times you think, well, I can't get it right down into the laundry room, so I just don't have one. Well, it doesn't really matter. You're just trying to get it on the right level of your house. So just put a basket underneath it, and at least it's on the right level, and it's not that hard to put one of those in. Okay, let's talk about a laundry system. Well, you know how laundry systems go. And with all good intentions, when you're trying to really keep up on the laundry and your husband says, honey, I can't find my shirt, and the kids are trying to get ready for school. Mom, I don't have any clean tights. And the worst is when they say, I don't have any clean underwear. And you're so tempted to say, well, just wear it inside out and I'll have the laundry done today. I don't know if you've ever been tempted. I have, when I didn't have a system, I think, oh, I'll just wear it inside out. Mom, that is disgusting. Well, anyways, we're going to get that resolved. So let's talk about the laundry. Personally, my laundry system is really basic and simple. It's just, you're going to think it's ridiculous. It's so simple, but it works. At night, all dirty clothes get put into the laundry, and everybody's responsible for putting their clothes in the laundry room. The first thing that I do, and this also includes all the dish towels in the kitchen and the washcloths. The first thing in the morning, I put 2 loads of wash in, 1 dark load and 1 light load. Now, according to the size of your family, you might need to put larger loads, more loads in. I have a family of 4, and so I find that if I just do 2 loads right in the morning, first thing. It's done. I don't have to dread it for the rest of the day, and I can go on with my day. Now, if I don't have a full load of color, then I just wait until I have a full load. And so sometimes I don't have to do one each of the loads, but I try to get one dark and one light in every day. I'm always caught up on my wash this way. And I do this every day except Sunday. And all the clothes are washed continually. And then I hang up my clothes. That when I wash my clothes, I hang up the ones on my bar that I'm drying. And I do that day, I take those clothes down that I've dried the day before, and I iron them. So this way, my family doesn't have to have lots of clothes because I'm continually keeping up on my laundry. I just do it first thing in the morning. Now, it sounds so silly, and some of you are looking at me like, yeah, right. Well, I'm telling you, I've had more women come back to me and said, you know what? That system works. It's so simple, it doesn't even, you think it doesn't work. But if you just do it right in the morning, 2 loads every morning. The only thing that I put in my dryer are underwear, socks, and towels. All else, including sheets, I hang up. The reason that I do this, I have found by testing fabrics into a dryer, dryers beat the fabric fiber of your clothes out. That's why you have all the lint in your dryer. And I find that my clothes don't last as long when I put clothes in the dryer. And so I like that crisp kind of feel to my clothes anyways, and we buy all our clothes to fit. So we just hang everything up on those bars, on the plastic hangers, and it works really nice. That way we also save on electricity, because electricity on your dryers really, can add up quite a bit. In New Zealand, we always had clotheslines, and so, rich and poor always had clotheslines because it was just part of culture there, and I love that. Here we don't do that, and plus because we have winter, here it's a little bit more difficult to do that in the winter. But there's nothing like crisp sheets, that have been out on the line. Now, I realize that your dryers take a lot of the wrinkles out of your clothes, and that's why most Americans want the ease of using a dryer, and you just promptly remove it and hang it up, and then you don't have that having so much ironing to do. But ironing, to me, does not take that long, especially if you have a good iron. Now, I personally use the Rowenta iron, and this is from Germany. And the style number on this, you will want to write it down because I will get so many phone calls from you guys later, and you'll say, what is the style number? It's DE841. Now, Rowenta has lots of different irons out, but this is one of their top-of-the-line irons. Now, when you have a good iron, there's nothing like when it steams really well. Now, most irons don't do this. They don't shoot out 2 feet of steam, and they don't really heat up really hot. So when you're trying to iron, and you're thinking, oh, this is such a drag, it takes so long. Well, when you have an iron that really goes for it, keeps the family away, don't bother me. I can do this all day long. But, these irons are like the best iron I've ever come across. I've had about 2 or 3 of them. Women that don't even like to iron, when they get this kind of iron, Amy, they think, you know what, I don't mind ironing, and they like it because it doesn't take me very long to iron my clothes. When it's that kind of iron, it really makes a big difference in you getting the job done quickly, and your attitude will stay right because you're not frustrated with your iron trying to heat up your clothes to make them pressed. So I use that. Now also on my ironing board, I always keep a little pair of sewing scissors next to my ironing board so I can clip all those things that I see as I'm ironing to keep my clothes looking nice. When you buy clothes, they always have all these strings everywhere. If you trim them, your clothes will look better. So I always try to keep that on my ironing board. Try to buy a good ironing board. That's another frustrating thing if you don't have a good ironing board and that thing's wobbly and it's going all over the place and you're trying to iron and, good ironing board, they're harder to find, but test them out. Each iron board is different, and when you just grab one in the store, open it up and test it, and you'll be surprised how much some are sturdier than the others, and they're the same kind. So test them out. Also, if you are in your laundry room and you have your ironing board there and you want to put your ironing board up, get an iron board holder and an iron holder. You can get these at Fred Meyer, all different kinds of stores. That way you could just have it mounted up to your wall and it gives you more space in your room there. When I'm caught up on my laundry, it really releases a lot of stress in the family. When I iron my clothes, it blesses my family. It really does. I've had more husbands come back to me and say, you know what? I am so happy that you taught my wife to iron. Well, I didn't. I just told her about a good iron. But you know what? It blesses him that you would do that for him. Some husbands, that's an act of service to them that really blesses them when they have those clean iron press shirts ready to go when they're ready to go to work. So if that's something that speaks love language to your husband, go for it, even if you don't enjoy it. And use your time. When I iron, I use that as my prayer time, or I use it as a time to listen to Christian tapes that I want to hear, or I use it as a time to make my phone calls, so I'm getting two things done at the same time. I don't begrudge my ironing time because I'm using it productively. I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing when I'm praying, and when I'm praying, I'm not thinking about my ironing that I'm doing. So have a different mentality about it when you do it. One thing you want to do when you, in the morning, when you have your kids put their clothes in the laundry, make them put it right side out. You know, that will help you in your trying to get your laundry done. If your kids continually don't want to put their clothes right side out, every time that you find something, call Johnny in there. Say, Johnny, can you please put this sock right side out? You called me all the way down here to do that? Yes, because Mommy wants you to learn this. And they think, you know what, after about 4 times, they're thinking, you know what, when they put their clothes in that laundry, they're going to think, I don't want to be called down there again, and so I'm going to put it right side out. Just it's a matter of you training your children. Train your children to fold the clothes. That's another thing that you can help you out where you're not having to do all that work. And teach your little girls how to fold clothes correctly. It's all the training ground of what they are going to be when they're older, and then they don't have to take a class like this. So, this is a fun story. Always check your kids' pockets. I had a friend of a friend that she was doing her laundry, and she didn't check her little boy's pocket, and he had a dead snake in his pocket. Well, of course, she washed the snake, in the pocket, didn't know about it, threw the jeans into the dryer. Well, she had to go get a new dryer. She just did, just the smell of that, So it would be, in my case, a dead frog, but, check out those. There's nothing worse when you're, you have a Kleenex in your jeans and then you wash and all that Kleenex goes everywhere. Check those pockets. When you do laundry, you want to do small and large pieces together. This will help your clothes to get cleaner that way. A lot of times people just put all the same size clothing in, and it doesn't wash your clothes as well. So you want to mix your sizes of clothing that you put in there. For best results, you want to always put the right detergent in the right ratio of detergent according to the water that you're putting in. Not according to the amount of clothes, as according to the water. I've talked to many different, laundry salesmen, and they say that's what you want to think about. Always launder clothes that are, if you have something that's a jacket and a pair of pants, you want to always, you don't always wash them together because the dye out of that will lightly be taken out of one, and if you don't wash it together, then all of a sudden your outfit that was supposed to match won't match again. Whether you have it dry cleaned or laundered, you want to think about this. Also, you want to always make sure that you clean out your lint out of your dryer. If you don't clean out that vent on a regular basis, it makes your drying time on your dryer take up longer time, and so you want to make sure you always keep that cleaned out. Clothes dryers dry faster when you have the dryer full of clothes. A lot of times we think if we have less clothes, they will take up less time. It's the opposite. If you have more clothes in your dryer, they will dry faster and better. So get on the laundry system. Get an iron if you can, put it on your list and take the stress out of ironing and you'll like it. Try this system for 3 weeks and see if you like it. Let's talk about a few cleaning techniques. In this session my friend says, you should name this In God We Dust. She goes, I did. She goes, I came up with that. She goes, I always wanted my friend to name her company In God We Dust. You either really love cleaning or you don't. Isn't that the truth? But whether you love it or not, we get to do it. And so we might as well learn to do it well. Here's a few cleaning techniques to make our jobs easier. Our motto is not to work harder, but to work smarter. So the good news about decluttering our house, though, if you declutter and organize your house, it will cut your housework in half. And you're going to find this out as you continue getting your house cleaned out. You're going to find that it doesn't take as much time to clean your house now. The average amount of house cleaning time in a week that we spend is 10 hours. That's a lot of time when you really think about it. 40 hours a month that we spend in cleaning our houses. So you need to figure out a good time for you. What is a good time and a schedule that you can do to keep your house clean? You know, some of you don't clean it until you have guests come over. Well, then you need to have guests over regularly so that you get your homes cleaned out. Try to come up with a system. I'm not a scheduled person at all. You'd think that I would be after cleaning this class. I kind of do it as I try to get all my cleaning done at night. Right before we go to bed, everybody tries to get all their stuff put away, so in the morning it's not this big crazy clean out thing in the morning, and then we all have our things that we know what we're to do, so it runs smoothly. My little boy vacuums a couple rooms, and my little girl folds clothes and unloads the dishwasher. Whatever it is, get on a system, teach your family to partake in this with you so it's not a heavy burden to you to always be doing everything. Your house is for your whole family, and so if you can encourage them to partake in it with you, better on you and less stress for you. Try to deep clean your house every week or every week and a half. One of the keys to keeping things cleaned is if you see something out, go ahead and take care of it right then and put it away. It's part of maintaining your house. A lot of times we look at something and we think, oh, I don't feel like doing it, and so we procrastinate it. But if you really timed yourself how much that thing took you to do, it'd be like a couple minutes or whatever, and yet we live with the stress of thinking, I've got to take care of that. So get in a habit of putting things away when you get things out, and taking care of those things that you visually see as you're walking through the house, and just moving around. Try to pick up as you go all the time so that it's not as big of a burden on you. Have your children help with your housework, like I said. This teaches them responsibility. These are ways to clean more efficiently. Have a goal in mind when you start. Delegate your jobs if you can. Have the right cleaning products and tools. Have a good vacuum cleaner. And have a good attitude as you do this. Now, your general guidelines when you clean is to proceed cleaning your house from higher to the lower parts of your house. So if you have upstairs and downstairs, cleaning experts say to start at the top level of your house and work your way down, starting with the dry rooms first. That would be your living room, your dining rooms, all the rooms that do not have water in them. The wet rooms, which would be your bathroom and kitchen and laundry room, are your last rooms that you would clean. Floors should be always the last thing that you clean in each room. You want to clean clockwise fashion around your room, and that would save you time and efficiency as you work your way around the room and you dust. However you do it, always working in a clockwise fashion. Dusting. You want to always dust before you vacuum because that stirs up the dust, and you want to be able to vacuum that up later. Work from top to bottom. A weekly once-over is good, and then monthly you would dust and wipe your frames of your house, your window blinds, your ledges, balances, and your light fixtures. Vacuuming. Now there's lots of good vacuums on the market. Find one and get a good one. It's really important. You figure how much time you vacuum, and if you have a vacuum cleaner that really doesn't suck up really quickly, then you're doing twice as much work trying to get that stuff up. And so it's worth that extra $1 to get yourself a good vacuum cleaner. Electric brooms are great. This is for doing in your kitchen or wood floors. Instead of using a broom, this sucks up all the dust, and it works better than your brooms do. And I really recommend these. This particular one I just got recently, and it's a Euro Pro, and it's been really good. I really thought it was good. You could get these at Linens and things. When you're vacuuming, you want to always vacuum starting at the farthest point in your room, working your way out of the room. You want to always do the top of your stairs and then work your way down. This is the concept. When you vacuum, you want to make sure that your vacuum cleaner bag doesn't get any higher than half full. A lot of times we think, well, we want to get our good use of our money out of our bags, and so we let them go really full. Well, that starts reducing your suction power of your vacuum cleaner. So they say to make sure that you only let it go half full. Again, forgotten jobs. Windows are a forgotten job in houses. And so use your steel wool, your 4/0, if you need to clean your windows better. Clean and disinfect your telephones more often with a disinfectant or a rubbing alcohol. Replace your burned out light bulbs is another common thing that we overlook. Light fixtures often get dusty and we don't think about cleaning those. Blinds. Under our cushions of our couches and chairs. Vacuuming underneath our beds is another real dust collector. Plants are another place that we often forget. If you have silk plants, you take them outside, you spray them down with a hose, shake them off, and bring them in. If you have live plants, get a little damp cloth, and if they're broadleaf plant, you just wipe them down and get them clean. If they are multiple tiny leafed plant, then you just put them in the shower and you just blast it with water, and that would remove the dust off it, shake it, and then put your plants back out. How about cleaning toilets? You think, oh, we're going to talk about this? The other day, Mark and I were doing our notes, and we were reproducing them, and I forgot that I had toilet cover seats in my notes, and I handed him my notes, and we were in the copy place, and he copied my toilet paper notes. Well, it sucked these up, and it made the sheen turn off. And Mark goes, "What is this?" And I said, "It's my toilet paper covers. It's my toilet seat covers." He goes, "Sydney, oh, of course. We didn't want to go ask the lady for help, because why would we be copying toilet paper covers?" So he was like, "Oh, Sydney, you are so goofy." This is just an idea for you. If you're a mom with kids, this is your toilet seat. Instead of opening these up and then the kids are sliding around and their hands are going on the toilet and you're always trying to get them to not touch anything, you don't open them up. You just put them side by side like this. So when they put their hands down where you're trying not to let them do it, or they're squirming around, you just use them half like this, and it makes it really good for them to not. It's just an idea. Okay, how about cleaning your toilets? Now this is a job that we would like to forget. And with a disinfectant spray, you want to spray and wipe the entire surface of your toilet, starting from the top, working your way down to the bottom. Now, contrary to popular belief, the outside of your toilet is more unsanitary than the inside of your toilet. Now, we don't wash the outside of our toilet often. We don't think about it. But see, when the toilet seat gets shut, if it doesn't get shut, all those little little goobers get sprayed out, and the toilet is dirtier than you think. So you want to pour a little disinfectant in your toilet bowl, swish it around, making sure that you get underneath the rim of your toilet. You know, a lot of times I've gone over people's houses and they say, "I don't know why, I just can't get my toilet clean." Well, they don't wash underneath that rim. That's a place where our toilets get really dirty, and that's where that smell is coming from. Your toilet bowl might be clean, but if you're not getting underneath there, that is the spot that you need to really clean. Suspend your toilet brush. After you've washed it all down, suspend your toilet brush. Put your, with the seat coming down, just the first part, and suspend it, get it drip dry, and then put it away. You want to teach your kids always to to flush the toilet with the toilet seat down. And this will help keeping your toilet seat not so dirty on the outside. So this week, go through all your cleaning products, pick the ones that you have not used in the past 2 years, combine the products if you can that are like products. There's lots of different cleaning products out there. There's Melaleuca, which is a very good cleaning product line, Shaklee, Amway. Costco has an excellent cleaning supply products at Costco. What I try to do is buy product that is in a bulk form and that I can, in concentrated form, so then I could dilute it, and that helps out. So have fun cleaning your houses this week. One last thing. Let's conclude. If you could bear with me. Let me just conclude real quick. Again, there's the need list back there. If you can take care of any of these needs and help out, it would be most appreciated. The prayer team, if you could come forward. Homework this week. Spend some special time with your kids and your family, with each person of your family, and find out where they are at spiritually. Clean out your bathrooms, all of them, your laundry room, and your get on the laundry system. We'll see you next week. We're going to be doing the woman, Proverbs 31 woman. Her family appreciates her. What's in your purse, the endless paperwork, a filing system, to-do list, garage and storage needs, and how to maintain your orderly house. And if we have time, we're going to have a share time where we could talk about what we learned, something that was special to you, or something that God touched your heart in. And so thank you for coming. If you have any prayer needs, we'd love to pray with you. There's people up here. Blessings on you, and thank you.